Alright, in this video I'll share with you 11 amazing changes in my wife ever since I started to give my wife a fixed salary per month. Fixed salary or pocket money or whatever you call it. Before, as you know, if you check my previous videos where we had that incident where I was nearly going to, contemplating whether I should continue with the marriage or not, because, she violated a kind of a trust that we had between us. If you follow my videos, you know that trust is like glass. You break it once, there's no second chance. And I had always made it publicly known that I trust my wife 100%, that she would never take a single penny from my account and misuse it by any way, even 1 penny. And she, after 7 years, she actually fell for the whims and fancies. She felt pity for somebody and she ended up giving money twice from my account, even though it was a small amount. Still, she violated the trust. So after contemplating whether I should break up or not, I decided, fine, I'll give my wife a second chance. We'll make it happen. Just as I'm 100% faithful to my wife, I don't sleep around and say, oh, I did a mistake, forgive me. Same way, I expect that kind of loyalty and perfection with my wife. So, what are the 11 changes in my wife ever since I introduced her salary or the fixed income? Okay, here are the 11 changes, and I don't know if it will help you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, understand this much. My wife came from a life of poverty, a life of simplicity, where she was a farmer, where they would earn, just the bare basic minimum. To give you an idea, just one line, if I were to say it, if she wanted to eat, let's say, a simple fruit like durian, which is considered the most expensive in Thailand, she would eat it once a year. Okay, and that also a small amount. Ever since she married me, she literally got it once every day. So you kind of understand that I pampered my wife. Yes, I'm to blame for it. But ever since I gave her the salary, now she knows she has to operate within that fixed income. So what are the 11 changes? The first one is, before my wife used to buy shrimps every day, prawns every day, crabs every day, durian every day, something expensive. She would just pick up whatever she liked, because I was to give her my wallet. Whatever you want to buy. I wanted to be a good husband. But now, the funny thing, ever since I give her a fixed income, to this whole month, she has not bought shrimps, crabs, durian, nothing. I've given her enough money where she can buy, but she chooses to save. In fact, she prefers a cheaper alternative. It's not that she's starving. She's still eating delicious pork, she's eating delicious chicken, whatever, but she's choosing a cheaper alternative. So she's eating full wholesome food. Like, for example, before she would buy food from outside for the baby, now she prepares something in the house which is much more cheaper. Point number 2 is, before she used to go to the evening market because she couldn't get up in the morning. Now she gets up every day early in the morning. Why? Because it is 10% cheaper if she purchases in the morning versus she compares to the evening. So if something is, I'm telling you this, you might find this funny, like if something is $10 in the morning versus $12 in the evening, she prefers saving those $2, even those 2 baht she'll save, and she feels proud about it. So, wow, another thing which I found out. Number 3 is, before we used to go literally every single day to 7-Eleven, convenience store. Now my wife actually tells me, no, I don't want to come. And I was like, why you don't want to come? Now, if I go there, my baby would want to buy one. You have given me a fixed budget for me and the baby. I don't want her going and buying simply overpriced things. We can get much more cheaper outside. So even with the baby, she started to introduce discipline. But over there, I'm a little soft. I take my baby and my wife sometimes. I get them. And by the way, the shrimps, prawns, crabs, all that stuff, I still take care of my wife, but once a week, not every day. Okay. Next one is, number 4 is, before anything and everything my daughter wanted, we used to buy. Now she discourages my daughter from going to expensive outlets, and she tells me, don't buy this, because I always take half from her. So she checks on Shopee, which is on online shopping, this thing just like Amazon, eBay of Thailand, and she really researches a cheaper alternative. The product should look the same, act the same, behave the same, give the same satisfaction. And obviously my daughter being young, she doesn't know the difference. So she would go buy cheaper. So there also there's improvement. Number 5 is, nowadays she literally, she counts the pennies. She counts the pennies and she keeps them separate. And she used to save before as a piggy bank, but the only difference was before she would save and buy something. Now she saves and she's actually saving. And you might find this ridiculous, but she actually told me she wants to save to buy maybe something like she wants to build a house. Even though it's pennies, she's thinking of, imagine, saving for a house. That's how much she values it. Number 6 is she actually comes to the room. She actually debates with me. She discusses with me at the cost, and she tries to find out if what she wants, we can get a cheaper alternative. Whether it is milk, whether it is crisps, whether anything, she'll tell me, don't buy this. We will buy it during the every once a month, like 1st of Jan, 2nd of Feb, 3rd of March. The dates should be same, 4th of April, 5th of May. So she searches, she actually spends time searches where we can get a discount. Well, so there's another improvement. Number 7 is she has said no so many times. Even if I want to buy, let's say I want to buy a shrimp or prawns, I feel generous, so I feel she's done a good job. If I'm about to buy, she tells me, no, don't buy, give me the money, I'll buy something and I can save money on it. Just imagine this. Before, she wouldn't mind. Just buy prawn scrap, just buy it. Or the durian, the fruit, which would cost sometimes up to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, just buy it. She would just buy it. Now she is actually telling me, no, don't buy. You give me the money, I'll buy it. So, and she doesn't buy the whole thing. She buys a little bit and she saves the money. So once again, saving. Number 8 is she actually checks the price. So funny, before we would go stand in one place and just buy it, she'll check, she'll go for a whole round in the market, she'll check everywhere, and after she has made a mental note, then she comes back and then she buys. So again, good. Number 9 is I have started to cook more at home. Almost everything, anything and everything that we like outside, we actually make it at home. In fact, you'll be surprised to know, before we used to go out once every week for food. Now she's actually making things in the house the whole month. We have not gone anywhere. Even if I've asked my wife, she said, no, I don't want to spend money. We'll just make it at home. So home food is good food. Sometimes we do buy some things from outside. Okay. Number 10 is, this is funny. Sometimes she said, okay, if you're buying, you spend your money. I'm not giving my money. So it's now become your money, my money. So she, even though I'm giving her the money, she's still my money, your money. And even with the daughter, she says, no, you have this budget. She's even teaching my daughter, you spend this much. Okay, not more than this. Before, there was no cost. Just buy whatever you want. So even my daughter is being taught the value of money. And she's asked, you're buying this, then she actually communicated, if you buy this now, I'll not buy in the evening. Or if you're buying it today, I don't buy it tomorrow. Or if you're going to play in the play area, then we don't buy fast food, or we don't buy the French fries. You're buying the French fries, then you can't have this. So my daughter has to choose, which is another good value. And last, if not the least, is in every single thing, my wife has literally started to write down her expense, and she's trying to figure out where she can cut down on expenses. Seriously, everything. She's taken a stock of everything, and she's no longer wasting things. Before, I used to plead her, please don't waste the money on this, don't spend the money on this. But now she's automatically doing it. In fact, you'll be surprised to know, before I used to do, my wife used not to do, if you would have an ice cream, let's say a full cake, I would eat half the cake, and if I'm feeling full, why should I force myself? So I'd eat little and keep the rest in the fridge in an airtight container. My wife has automatically started to do that. Before, she would eat half, even if she felt full, she'd stuff her face. Why? She can buy a new one tomorrow. Now, because she has to spend, she eats little and says, I've enjoyed it, I can enjoy this tomorrow. Let me break it into 3 parts. So much more values come. Overall, nothing but positivity has come through this. And yes, when you do say, Loy, you're equally to blame, I totally agree with you. I'm not perfect. I'm also learning. I'm trying to make an effort to be a better husband, better father, better family man. Both me and my wife, we both are working together, and all I see is nothing but positive changes. And I literally have told her this, all the money that you save, we'll open another fixed deposit where we'll be saving money for the child's education, for the future, and whatever money, it's all yours. So it has worked for the better. So I thought I'd share this with you, and it's nothing but me sharing my admiration for my wife, how much she has changed, how much I've changed, how much we both have changed. And by the way, she even negotiates now when she purchases. I'll buy from you every single time, what is the best price you'll give me? Before only I used to do that. Now even she does that. So all's well that ends well. This is what I thought I'd share with you. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and feel free to bash me up as much as you want. Loy, you're to blame. You did this, you did that. But things have worked for the better. I appreciate your views. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.